Ladies and gentlemen, may I proudly bring to you me, SULS, talking about what's been happening in the world of wrestling this week. And to be truthful, there's not much happened in the world of professional wrestling. The only real thing which has happened is that CM Punk has quit the WWE. Now, let's just get the first thing out of the way. There's been a lot of talk about this. JR has blogged about this. So has Steve Austin has talked about this. And there have been a lot of views and opinions about what's been going on. But here's my take on it. I mean, initially when I first heard what actually happened, my thought was, well, yeah, that has happened and CM Punk has walked away. The only thing is, he is under contract, and well, we all know what happens when you're under contract. You will get sued. The only thing is, it will take a bit of time for the WWE to sort something out. It will. If the ball is still in WWE's court, regardless. You know, that's the main thing for the WWE and WWE fans out there, is that the ball is in the WWE's court, whether they can take CM Punk on what they want to do and what they don't want to do. The unfortunate thing is that there's a delay. They've got one of the most important things which are happening, and which is the WWE Network and WrestleMania, and they needed all the support which they could get. The unfortunate thing is that the outlaw CM Punk has actually gone, and he could be gone for a few 4 or 5 months. Now Triple H, he has said, you know what, leave him, let him go, let him take some time off and whatever. But Vince McMahon has said, you know what, Vince McMahon wants him back, and that's according to sources on the internet. And quite frankly, I'm thinking in terms of Triple H, I think that's a bit naive on his part. I think in terms of what's best for business, I think it is best for business, really, considering he is bringing a lot of fans from the UFC as well. A lot of fans from the UFC are relating to him because he's quite real, and because he goes and watches UFC events, and he was on Ariel Helwani's interview. And just the amazing thing is just after that interview, now Ariel Helwani is known for more or less being involved in the news, and quite frankly, this is really perfect for him and his career, in my opinion. Ariel Helwani, and good luck to him, to be truthful, because he's a hard worker anyway. But regardless of that, the talks of him going into MMA was talked about in Ariel Helwani's interview, and there's a lot of a scope which is going on against the WWE. So I think in that part they need all the help that they can get at this point, because they've got WWE Network, they've got WrestleMania. They literally need all the help that they can get at this present time, which you can clearly understand. That's why they're bringing back the Ultimate Warrior for WrestleMania, and they're going to look like they're going to bring back Sting as well. So overall, it's going to be a very, very good thing. The unfortunate thing is CM Punk is not going to be there, unfortunately. So I think Triple H is being a bit naive in terms of what's best for business, and because this is the most important time for them, especially when they're going to launch something which is brand new, and they need to build up the momentum to make it roll down the hill, and if they don't have every single piece there, it could affect them. And the thing is, it has snowballed, this whole situation has snowballed, and it's got out of hand as well. Everybody is talking about it. MMA journalists are talking about it. Ariel Helwan has talked about it numerous times on Won the MMA Beat, and even to Dana White's interviews as well. They've talked about CM Punk. Stone Cold's talked about it, and he's given his views. So has JR has given his views. There's a lot of people who have talked about it, and it's been on TMZ as well. So overall, this is big news, and quite frankly, the fact that the WWE is going to be look like the bad guy in this whole scope, it's not going to be good. So I think Vince McMahon is doing right, which is trying to get him back. I do think it would be good for Vince and the WWE to get him back before WrestleMania. However, I've noticed there's a lot of people who've been advising Punk to, take some time off. For example, JR has said he needs some time off, blow some steam, let it all out, then come back. And I think that would be, in terms of CM Punk as a person, as a human being, I would advise it. This is just my opinion, but I'm just looking as an arbitrator, really. For CM Punk's situation, I think it would be ideal for him to take some time off, because quite frankly, he's not getting anywhere soon. I mean, even I thought that he would be facing either Brock Lesnar in WrestleMania. That would be ideal, but to face Triple H has not fought since a while, and although it would be a good match, it would be a decent match to watch, there would be no point to it, I guess. There's nothing really exciting for CM Punk, and I think he has been, for the past year, just biding time. You could clearly see he recycled Paul Heyman's feud for months on end, and it was pathetic. I think he did give us a really good performances at SummerSlam as well, against Brock Lesnar, and let's not forget against The Undertaker at WrestleMania last year. That was awesome as well. So all in all, I think I can understand where he's coming from, the CM Punk. He doesn't really light a fire in him anymore, and yes, he did have arguments in terms of the whole storyline aspect with writers and etc., but I think the whole scope is all going wrong, and I think his direction is going wrong. I don't think they know what to do with him. I just think they think he's an established wrestler. They'll just use him whenever they need to, and that will be it. The only thing is this is supposed to be a growing company, and especially when you think of the WWE Network, you need to keep on building up wrestlers, building on them. Sure, you've invested time with Daniel Bryan, however, but then again, you haven't really invested time with him, really, have you? WWE haven't encouraged him. That's a fact. I mean, it's the fans which have actually supported Daniel Bryan. The WWE have just been pushing their main dog, which is John Cena, and they were going to push Cesaro, apparently. So overall, I do think that the WWE need to invest more into their stars and making them the best that they could be, and giving them the platform like they did during the Attitude Era time, because that was the time where, due to competition, they were forced to grow, and instead of just throwing money at things and hoping that it would just work, they were actually being more creative. they were looking to progress their talent, and it was talent development driven. Whereas now it's just simply we need to basically make a show on WWE, and the main product is John Cena. So I think, in respect of what WWE has done, I do think it would be better for CM Punk to leave. I mean, Jim Ross has said it himself. He should take some time off and then come back and refresh, and I think that would be ideal for him. And Stone Cold has said that as well, and he was going on about in terms of, but don't forget, you've got to pay your bills as well. But I think as far as money is concerned, I think he's well off in terms of he doesn't have to work again, I guess, and he could go and work anywhere else. However, the main thing which we all have to look at is he has got a contract, therefore he will either get sued or he will come back. So I think most likely he'll come back. However, I do think, in my opinion, I think what CM Punk should do is just take some time off, like he did during this year, during last year. The only thing I would say is just make a definitive decision whether you want to be with the company or whether you want to try some mixed martial arts or whatever it is. I think, at his age, I think at 35, the age doesn't do anything with CM Punk. I think it's more in terms of desire to better himself, and there's no real competition that excites him in the WWE at present. Therefore, ideally, take some time off. But you will get sued, apparently, and but it won't be good for the WWE. But what the heck? I do think that CM Punk needs to. I think CM Punk should maybe try mixed martial arts school, like he was talking to Ariel Helwani about it, saying that, what if I could just do one fight here and there, or go on the Ultimate Fighter or something along the line of that. Well, it would actually, it would be interesting to see, and I think it would be interesting. I do think, in my opinion, I think he should try it out. I think he should, with his time off, take 7 months off or whatever, and try to go in a training camp with the Gracies, like he trains with them anyway. If he trains with them full time to become an MMA star, maybe lose some of that weight of his, hire Mike Dolce, and go to become an MMA fighter. I think he would be best suited, in my opinion, at 170 due to his size. I think even though he can, he's not that heavy for his size, you can clearly see his frame is very thin compared to a lot of the wrestlers that you see nowadays. He's quite thin in that respect. I do feel as though he's not got the power that he will be able to last with, a guy like John Jones or Shogun or something like that, or even at 185. I think easily there's a lot of guys who will be able to take him down and maul him. So I think ideally 170 would be the best for him, because he would have the frame size as well as the power level will be matching theirs. So I do think he should maybe try 1 or 2 fights in the UFC or WSOF, and come back next year for WrestleMania 31, because that will be ideal. I think now, I didn't think initially, I'll be honest, at the beginning of the week, that it would make a difference whether Punk came back or not, but I do think it will make a difference to the WWE. Therefore, the WWE will bring him back, and all this talk will just be for nothing. I do think that, and because quite frankly, they need him right now, and all this talk at present about CM Punk is just making the WWE look bad, which Vince cannot stand. We all know. He wants to do what's best for business, and right on, Vince. Anyway, that's my opinion on CM Punk, and good luck to him in whatever he wants to do. And but my prediction is he's coming back. As a wrestling, as they said in the Wrestling Observer, they stated that Vince wants him back, and they're really proceeding very heavily trying to bring him back. And I do feel as though that they will get him back, because at present he hasn't got anything he can do straight away, and that, even if he wants to do mixed martial arts, he'll have to take another 6 months off or something like that, just to train MMA. And I think ideally, he will be back. Who knows, before WrestleMania, or I do think he'll be back before WrestleMania. Anyway, that's me. Thank you for listening to this. I very much appreciate. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, whatever. Thank you very, very much again for listening to this. I really much appreciate it. Peace out. Bye.